Solid
New
work.
location discovered.
Come with me. I need your help.
Rog.
Hey,
Cheers. Check your fire. Hurry up, we're wasting time here.
New location discovered. Unit level increased.
Hey there, can you help me?
what seems to be the problem?
It's my friend Murphy. He went to the crane store, but it's been a while, and I'm starting to worry. Can you check on him for me?
Okay, I'll try to help.
Really? Thank you. It's the big yellow building down the street. Can you bring Murphy back safely for me, please?
New mission objective received.
peddlers inside. The raiders are almost through the door. Grab that laser musket and help us, please!
New mission objective received. New location discovered.
Fuck! Enemy contact! Where's that little bitch? are, but your timing's impeccable. Preston Garvey, Commonwealth Minuteman.
I'm just passing through.
Fair enough. But the enemy of my enemy is my friend, right? And those raiders want us all dead, including you.
That ain't it.
Please, go on.
A month ago, there were 20 of us. Yesterday, there were 8. Now we're 5. First, it was the Bulls in Lexington, and now this mess.
It's a cruel world.
You think I don't know that? The things I've seen. The things I've done. Anyway, we figured Concord would be a safe place to settle.
Maybe?
Those raiders proved us wrong.
Nope.
But, well, we do have one idea.
Will it be enough to stop those maniacs?
Sturgis, tell it.
There's a crashed vertibird up on the roof. Old school. Pre-war. You might have seen it. Well, looks like one of its passengers left behind a seriously sweet goodie. We're talking a full suit of cherry T-45 power armor. Military issue.
That's some serious protection.
Oh, it gets better. Get the suit. You can rip the minigun right off the vertibird. Do that, and those raiders get an express ticket to hell. You dig?
Huh. Could work.
It'll work, provided we can reactivate the suit. It's totally out of juice. Probably has been for 100 years. It can be powered up again, but we're a bit stuck.
So what's the solution?
What you'll need is an old pre-war FC, a standardized fusion core. Your high-grade, long-term nuclear battery used by the military and some companies way back when. And we know right where to find one.
But we can't get to the damn thing. It's down in the basement, locked behind a security gate. Look, I fix stuff. I tinker. Bypassing security ain't exactly my forte. You could give it a shot.
Actually, I already grabbed the fusion core. We're set.
Well, all right. Maybe our luck's finally turning around. Once you jack the core into the power armor and grab that minigun, those raiders will know they picked the wrong fight. Good luck.
Nice. Perfect.
Fusion core status. Ready. Operator on board. Switching to manual piloting mode. All systems not.
Unit level increased. Hostile target still present. Caution is advised, operator. Mission set is active. Mission deactivated.
I'll give you that.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Unit level
Log forward. Switching to standby mode.
Fuck!
Easy, mama. You okay?
I'm fine, Preston.
That was a pretty amazing display. I'm just glad you're on our side.
You guys gonna be okay now?
Yeah, for a while anyway. We can at least move someplace safer. Listen, when we first met, you said you were just passing through. Well, maybe this will help you reconsider. Ain't much, but it's the best we can do. And you've earned it.
What happens now?
For the longest time, Mama Murphy's had a vision of a place called Sanctuary. Some old neighborhood, but one we can make new again. Why don't you come with us? I could really use your help.
I got my own problems.
Well, that much is true. 'Cause I seen your destiny. And I know your pain.
Don't give me that destiny crap.
I just saw you go toe-to-toe with a 20-foot-tall irradiated lizard. You telling me you can't keep an open mind after that?
It's all right. Preston, not everyone understands the sight. But I don't need you to believe. I just need you to listen. You're a woman out of time, out of hope. But all is not lost. I can feel your son's energy. He's alive.
I'm listening.
Look, kid, I know how I sound. The sight, it's weird. And it ain't always clear. But your son's out there. And even I don't need the sight to tell you where you should start looking. The great green jewel of the Commonwealth. Diamond City. The biggest settlement around.
New mission objective received.
What's in Diamond City? Is Sean there?
Look, kid, I'm tired now. Maybe you'll bring me some chems later. The sight will paint a clearer picture.
No, Mama Murphy, we talked about this. That junk. It's gonna kill you.
Just listen, we're all gonna die eventually. We're gonna need the sight. Our new friend here is gonna need it too. Go into the sanctuary waits.
All right, folks. Thanks to our friend. In here. All right, folks. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. And for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Thanks to our friend here, it's safe to move out. We're heading for that place Mama Murphy knows about. Sanctuary. Not far.
She knows about... it? You mean she had one of her visions while she was stoned out of her gourd? And now you want us to just head out on another wild goose chase based on no better plan than Mama Murphy's what?
Hold on. Everybody just take it easy. We're all in this together. right? So Marcy, you got a better idea of what we should do next? Anybody? Well then, Sanctuary it is. Let's just hope it lives up to its name.
Come on, June, it's time to go.
Oh, okay.
Hey.
Tulsa. I can use that.
Don't forget the price you paid to get this far. Move out. I'll take point.
Tulsa. Sort of that.
Mercy, please don't kill me.
Tell me about yourself.
Well, boss, not long ago I was a tadpole. Then I was ejected into a sedative-laced nutrient tank and hypnotically indoctrinated to obey the Zetans. Then, my slumbering form was armoured, my body forced into a kinetic launcher, and flung into a combat zone along with all my podmates. Thing is, once every couple million Froggos, the obedience training doesn't take, and you get a Froggo with free will, like me. Of course, most of us don't live long enough to enjoy our free will, but I got lucky, and I've been surviving ever since.
What are you?
I'm a Froggo, sir. A Zetan slave soldier. Technically, my designation is Frog, followed by a 64-digit serial number. But I get that that's not very practical. Translating from Zetan to Earthling, it sounds a bit like Bert. So I like to call myself Frogbert.
I'm not going to kill you. Do you want to come with me?
Sure, let's go! Did you change your mind, boss? Shall we get going?
All right.
Glad to get back on the road with you.
Hey,
I'm sworn to carry your burdens.
won't be able to pick this. Don't think I can pick this. Hey,
Don't you be dressing me up in no slooty outfits.
New location discovered.
Nice.
Too close.
It's stuck.
Everybody, got some news.
Followed by yes, followed by flashes, blinding flashes.
What's going on?
Sounds of explosions.
Did you hear the news?
We're trying to get confirmation.
What's happening?
Seem to have lost contact with our affiliate stations.
Oh, that is bad news.
We do have coming in. That's
Oh no.
confirmed reports. I repeat, confirmed reports of nuclear detonations in New York and Pennsylvania. My God. We're so behind. One never changes.
Get out of here.
That's it.
Ain't enough food around. Can't think about nothing else when you got a... hole in your tummy.
Need some water real bad. Yes.
It's your business to know what you're putting in your child's bloated belly. That's why sugar bombs are engineered to please both your child and not damage his or her
Sweet.
tender brain.
They taste so amazing.
Sugar bombs contain nutrients and stimulants, and some nutrients, leaving tasty performance together in a potent breakfast cocktail that'll provide a day-to-day breakthrough in your child's life.
I can can see the future!
Sugar bombs may last up to 12 hours. After that, it's anyone's guess. Buy 2 boxes and get a third half free until supplies last. Cereal has seldom been so crispy, so fresh when it hits your stomach, blasting your brain with 5,000 taste volts of volcanic delight. Sugar bombs are built from the ground up to prime you for launch. Value is relative, but relatively, what is value? At Fallon's, each price represents our pact with the customer to bring things down to a manageable level of value that also takes luxury into account. Mass production techniques may have brought things up to speed, but its time-honored, well-worn, oak and varnish tradition really keeps things classic. Ah, that's progress.
Got it. Terminal should open this.
No hope for you now. God damn it, man! Stick together! Let's go!
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
Terminal's got this locked.
Silver Shroud, shivered at the adventures of the single man, wondered at where Mr. Waller's science would take progress tomorrow. Now, next week, an exciting new series begins, chronicling one man's journey into the mind of a communist. It's true. I've shrunk myself down with my atomic relay and managed to pass through space on a molecular level. Deep under the earth, I've built my fortress, an impregnable fortress that cannot be reached by normal means. I call it the University. Down there I've plotted, I have planned, I have experimented, I implanted a control chip on the brains of each of my servants that allows them to pass through between worlds.
No, on their brains?
Yes, on their brains. I've learned so much about what it means to be a communist. An astounding revelation of man's cruelty next week on The Brain of Dr. Darius Destardo.
Well, aren't you the overachiever? I've been admiring your handiwork. We all have.
Put on a good show. Maybe it's not useless after all.
Our new friend surely has some questions. Perhaps we should introduce ourselves.
Name's Murphy. Head upstairs to the top floor. Got a proposition for you.
And don't worry, we'll play nice this time. Hi.
Gotta admit, I'm impressed. Stella here tells me this was all her little... blues. No hard feelings, huh?
I will not be recommending this place to my friends.
And a sense of humor, too. I like it. Sorry for any misunderstanding. We're a shoot first, ask questions later kind of place. Never can be too careful with looters breaking and entering these days.
Don't misunderstand. We're not criticizing you. Those were fair kills. You didn't know who we were, and we didn't know you from a random looter. Thankfully, Stella fessed up.
Hey, I was just trying to have a little fun. How was I supposed to know they weren't a common criminal?
Yeah, we're all friends now. Let's skip to the part where you help me.
That's rather presumptuous. After taking out 2 of our crew, I wasn't under the impression we owed you anything.
Well, that all depends. What kind of help are you looking for?
Hold on, I have some questions first.
All right, humor me. What do you want to know?
So what do you do here?
After what you've seen, you really need me to spell it out? We're slave traders, not gonna sugarcoat it. We deal in raiders, mostly. Capturing them, and once their spirit is broken, selling them to slave owners up and down the eastern seaboard. A few miscreants we let work for us if they show promise, but the main goal is to ship these degenerates outside the Commonwealth.
What's the history of this place?
This place was originally the HQ for a large department store chain called Fallon's. The guy who ran the company was one of those conspiracy nut jobs who thought a big war was coming. Turned out he was right. The company had a large fallout shelter constructed underneath the building, and the rest is history. The survivors of that bunker and their offspring ended up being the ones to repopulate most of the Commonwealth. Eventually, they made Diamond City their primary settlement, and this place kind of fell by the wayside.
Which is a polite way of saying it became a prison. Someone needs to deal with the Commonwealth scum after all.
I don't understand. Why not just kill them and be done with it?
Where's the fun or profit in that? You can only kill somebody once. Slavery, on the other hand...
So, what's your story? Tell me about yourself.
I'm originally from Detroit. Used to make pickup trucks there at the Ford plant before the war. The thing about being a ghoul is, eventually you feel like you've seen it all. Detroit was never much to look at, even before the war. A century after the bombs fell, I started itching for a change of scenery. Heard rumors about the Corvega plant in Lexington. Decided to make my way east to Boston to check it out.
What happened after that?
When I arrived in Lexington, the rumors I'd heard about the auto plant turned out to be phony. So I started looking for something else. Joined up with a group called the Minutemen. That was a few months before the Battle of Diamond City. Mostly been doing that ever since, until it all went to shit.
What do you mean? What happened to you guys?
You're not from around here, are you? How about we do the abridged version for now?
The short of it is, everyone I served with in the Minutemen is either dead or turned raider.
What can you tell me about the child?
Stella hasn't had it easy. Her dad was never in the picture, and her mom raised her at University Point most of her life, until the Institute torched the place. I met Stella and her mom Judy after they fled to Quincy in 2285. Helped them build a life for themselves there. And then the Quincy massacre happened.
What was the Quincy massacre?
We can get into that some other time. Let's just say that life's greatest dangers often come not from external enemies, but from our supposed friends, who pretend to work for the common cause while scheming to sabotage it. When the Minutemen betrayed Quincy, most of the residents ended up slaughtered by the gunners, Judy included. I managed to get Stella out, and we made our way north to Concord.
And that traitor Preston followed us here. I'm telling you, he was working with Clint the whole time. And now he's right down the street. And you still won't do anything about it.
We've been over this, Stella. Innocent until proven guilty. You want me to focus on keeping this place safe from the gunners? Or waste time dealing with the loudmouth fool in the silly hat?
Both. I want justice for what they did to my mom.
And like I explained, you'll get it, if you have patience. Garvey will get what's coming to him eventually. But for now... Wait, hold up. You hear that?
Get some!
clean up.
Excuse me.
Hey, thanks for your help. Didn't expect help from a stranger. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't been here.
Those gods were tough. What do you know about them?
Most of the words that spring to mind ain't the ones I'd say in polite company.
Looks like it was your lucky day.
You can say that again. I guess it could have been a lot worse. Anyway, we appreciate the help.
I was hoping for a chance to rescue some more helpless villagers.
Don't make me laugh.
I'm happy to help with anything I can.
We could sure use some help fixing some of the damage. But we'll make it. We always do.
Sorry we got off on the wrong foot. Not looking to cause any trouble. You aren't afraid the gunners will retaliate?
It's gonna get worse. Way worse. Gunners never back down that quickly. They'll attack anyone they think is too weak to defend themselves. There's nothing left they're afraid of. The only way things will get better is if we stand together.
Look, I'd love to explore this topic further, but later, okay?
Well, it sure was nice chatting with you.
Hey.
Now's not a good time. Let's chat later.
Entering killing mode.
Hey.
If you're worried about added protection, let me ease those fears.
What have you got for sale?
Clothing for all shapes and sizes. Much like the corpses they came from.
That was all.
Okay.
Hey there.
I was afraid those guys might show up. Thanks for your help. You alright?
I'll continue to help, but you owe me an explanation first.
It's complicated. What do you know about the Gunners?
You in some kind of trouble?
In a manner of speaking. No one's really sure where the Gunners started out, but something changed about 8 or 9 years ago. Out of nowhere, they started sporting plasma weapons, advanced combat gear, and even vertibirds. Doesn't make any sense. Where did they get all that stuff from?
That's a good question. I guess I don't know.
People bitch about the Institute, but look at what's really been going on. Quincy, GNN, Mass Bay Medical, Mass Fusion, 2 vaults, and all the major freeways. It's the Gunners, not the Institute, who've been gaining the most ground in the Commonwealth.
How much of a threat are they?
No one invests the resources to capture those strategic locations without a larger agenda. Someone's behind it. We're just not sure who or what. At this point, there's not much to keep the Gunners from taking Good Neighbor, Diamond City, or the towns up north.
Is there a reason that you're bringing this up?
You mean besides the fact that we just got ambushed here in Concord? There needs to be a group to stand up to these assholes. Someone strong, organized, and local. And I'm not talking about the Minutemen. I mean someone with real stones.
So, what did you have in mind? I'm gonna need some more in the way of details.
Ultimately, you gotta ask yourself who you want protecting things. A bunch of Muppets who can't defend what's theirs, or hardened killers who can handle themselves.
I hadn't thought of it that way.
Uncertainty is sometimes better than an overt threat. If you build a reputation for being a little crazy, your opponents are never sure what messing with you will cost. So, they tend to avoid finding out.
Settlers can't instill that kind of fear. Whether it's against raiders, synths, mercs, super mutants, or even mole rats. They've proven time and again that they're incapable of deterring threats to their property over the long term. The Minutemen worked for a while, but they ended up self-destructing.
What happened to the Minutemen?
Depends who you ask. The challenge with running a militia is that volunteers inevitably have their own agendas. For a coalition to last, there needs to be a chain of command where members don't feel too constrained by your influence.
But still fear you enough to follow your lead.
Maintaining morale requires convincing soldiers to think less about themselves and more about the group. Involve them in a cause, a crusade against a hated enemy, and make them see their survival as tied to the success of the militia as a whole.
Of course, it's easier said than done.
Somewhere along the way, we lost that sense of common purpose. Infighting took over, and the militia gradually splintered into different groups. Some became raiders or joined the Gunners. Others just disappeared. Quincy was the final blow, and now we're back at square one.
Jesus, what a mouthful. What's the plan again?
Whether it's the Gunners, the Institute, or who knows what other groups are out there, they're too powerful to take on directly. So we've got to use our weaknesses as strengths.
If your enemy is big and you're small, then by extension, you're fast and they're slow. You're hidden and they're exposed.
So we break our forces into independent cells who can operate elusively and autonomously, fighting only the battles we know we can win, capturing the enemy's weapons and gear along the way.
And using those tools against them in the next encounter. That way, the enemy is supplying us, and we grow stronger as they grow weaker.
Makes sense, I suppose. What's our next move?
The gunners are calculated and cautious. It's gonna take them a while to figure out what just happened, which provides us an opening. The critical elements in any campaign are speed and adaptability, making decisions faster than the enemy can.
Striking first, before the gunners have time to assess and formulate a response, may throw them off balance. Their nearest outpost is up on the freeway, southeast of Walden Pond. That's likely where the attack came from. The freeway wasn't particularly well guarded to begin with. Probably even less so after the raid.
I want you to head over there, take out their remaining guards, and steal their weapons, so we can fortify our presence here in Concord. Prove to me you can handle that task, and I'll have a larger project for you when you return.
And if you want bonus points, there's rumor of a raider's stash over by Corvega. We'll mark the location on your map.
Mission objective
Unit level
completed.
increased.
New mission objective received. New mission objective received.
Stick together! Fucking right!
Mission set is active. Mission deactivated.
Excuse me.
So what's your story? Looking to trade? Rob me? Or just ask directions to Diamond City?
Vediamo cos'hai.
I have a little bit of everything.
There we go.
too close.
Hey there.
Yeah? Yes?
Excuse me.
Hello. Any more rat roaches? I'm going to stomp them flat.
I bet you will.
New location discovered.
Stop hitting me, you dick!
We'll get him next time.
New location discovered.
We'll get him next time.
New location discovered. Mission failed. We'll get him next time. New location discovered.
Mission failed. We'll get him next time. Mission failed. We'll get him next time.
New location discovered.
Dusted.
New mission objective received.
Too close, mate.
The Ken's effects are expired.